What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel guys. In this video I'd like to give a shout out to Champs Network. I will leave a link in the description below as usual to his channel and specifically this video. In this one he shows us 20 minutes nearly of gameplay footage, so I decided to check it out and do a reaction video for it or on it because about it and see what I think of the game, as I've heard so many negative things about it, like it's probably never gonna come out, the devs are scammers, blah blah blah. Of course there's no way to verify if any of that information is actually accurate. Therefore I would suggest that we allow the devs, we grant them the time that they need to to prove their innocence. Now this game has been pushed back to the end of the year. If that is simply due to the fact that they just want to make sure there are no bugs and the game is running as smoothly as possible on launch, then no one can blame them, to be honest. So we just have to be patient and see, and see how things develop, how things play out. But for now, let's get into the game. Let's watch the trailer, or not the trailer, my bad. The footage here, the gameplay footage, and it's not really a demo. Not sure what it is, but we're gonna find out. Billionaires see fortunes rise by 27% during the pandemic. Winter is coming. They took that from Game of Thrones. Jeez. And billionaires, really, they're making money? Shouldn't the economy be fully crap and shit and collapsed? But I don't know. I don't know what the story is. Let's get into this video and let's find out together. Here we go.
Welcome to the short gameplay demonstration trailer for The Day Before, an upcoming open-world multiplayer survival game. The Day Before features a huge, stunningly detailed post-apocalyptic world destroyed by a terrible virus.
I'm running out of fuel.
Great, man. Awesome.
Alright, I mean, the world was destroyed by a virus, just like any other zombie game. What makes you guys stand out from the rest? You have really nice graphics? You're gonna make me drive cars in this zombie apocalypse?
There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down.
Alright, so far they've been traveling for quite a while, and the world seems vast and big, so I am assuming it is an open world, right? However, it seems empty. Why is that? Is this area that they're traveling through always empty, or is it because it's a demo? Or is it because the game isn't, just isn't fully ready yet? They just want to show us, just give us a glimpse of what's going on in their world, and I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's a nice big world, and I would love to go exploring it, but is it worth exploring? All right, I don't know why they like stopped at a gas station and then they suddenly came back to these guys here. Aren't they the same guys, or is it someone else? I'm not sure, but that was kind of strange. Before I comment, let's watch a little more.
Shall we split up?
Yep.
I'll find out what's in the skyscraper.
Okay, and I'll look around here. Let's see what we have here. Alright. I have found a great cowboy hat. Tell her everything's alright. And there aren't any more guns in the valley.
Easy, cowboy.
Listen up. This is Woodbury Survivor Colony speaking. If you can hear this message, it means that we have opened our doors for new survivors. We can give you food and shelter and ensure your safety. Here are the coordinates.
Did you hear that?
Yep, I got a message too.
Great. Maybe I can sell my junk there and get myself a better rifle.
All right, I'm curious about these two guys they're talking. They're two actual players, right? Each one having their own account, their own character, and they have joined each other's, one of them joined the other person's world, the other, player's world, right? Is that what's going on here? Or is he talking to an NPC? Is this part of the campaign? Or is this like the online mode? Or is this like co-op campaign mode? I am pretty lost. I'm not sure what the hell is going on here.
Let's find some fuel and go.
In the Survivor Colony, you can sell and buy any items, as well as cooperate with other players.
Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge.
In The Day Before, you can enter abandoned buildings and take whatever you want.
I mean, okay, it makes sense that you're gonna go into an abandoned area or empty area and you're gonna loot whatever you want. Like, why do they make it seem like in The Day Before you can do that? Like, you can do that almost in all games.
The main thing is to be careful, because not all players are friendly.
That's nothing new either. Having hostile NPCs is not like, that's how most games are. Now, he said players. Are these guys who are coming in, are they actual players? Are they like actual, characters of other, human beings, or are they NPCs? Seriously, like, he talks about players like they're actually, other people that are playing the game. And if there are other people playing the game, then why do we hear them laughing like they're NPC characters?
Let's pick up some supplies and get out of here.
And we can hear their conversation. Like, we shouldn't be able to hear. Yeah, sorry. We hear their conversation quite clearly. Like, I don't think we should be hearing a conversation of actual other players, right? I'm not sure. Like, enemy players, would we? Like, wouldn't that work? I mean, how would that work? And if it is other players, how many players are allowed on a server? How many factions are there?
Got company. Could use some help now.
The things are about to get heated.
Over here.
Dude, there's too many of them. I gotta go upstairs.
Again, it makes it sound like it's co-op, he's playing with a friend, and these are NPCs, because if you kill another player, a real player, are you able to loot their corpse? And would you strip them naked like that and leave them with nothing? I mean, there are so many unanswered questions.
Okay, I'm running toward you.
The snowstorm is starting right now, and the temperature is falling fast. Remember that when you shoot and make unnecessary noise, it can attract unwanted guests even more terrifying than other players.
Okay. Temperature's dropping fast. Does that have an impact on like my health, my stamina? Does it affect the character in any form or way? I know the snowstorm will make it hard to see, but like he said, the temperature is dropping fast, like it matters. Like, do I have to get, indoors before I freeze to death? Hypothermia kicks in? What is he talking about exactly? I am not sure. And the second thing I wanted to discuss are the infected enemies. I really am curious. I want to know so fucking badly how many infected enemies, how many types of infected enemies are we going to have? Because having a wide variety of infected enemies will make the game a lot more interesting. I hope there's depth in every form and way, but I'll discuss that at a later stage. Let's just continue watching for now and see, maybe we'll learn some answers along the way.
The world of The Day Before is teeming with hungry hordes of bloodthirsty infected, ready to tear you to pieces.
Phew, that was close. You should have seen this shit.
It seems he dodged a bullet. Now he's crafting a bandage so he doesn't die from bleeding.
The crafting system seems interesting, reminds me of The Last of Us a little bit.
Hey, are you upstairs already? Shit. Psst, where are you?
Okay. He just went through like a whole floor full of infected, and they all look the same. That's not a good sign. I mean, it could be just like in the beginning of the game and they haven't introduced all the enemies, all the types of enemies yet. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. Alright, we got a gym, we got a jacuzzi, a sauna. There's a bar. Okay, what are the benefits of these facilities? Like, if I go to the gym and I work out, do I gain any physical strength? Do I actually run faster in the game? Do I take more damage? Does my HP increase after, working out for a few days or something? Or is it just there for a show, or what? Like, what is the purpose of a gym? I do not understand why they have a gym and a sauna and a jacuzzi in a zombie apocalypse. I really don't. far, the majority of the world seems empty. I'm guessing like they just came into the mall and they cleared it of zombies, which doesn't make sense. Like, why were the zombies just next to the elevators or wherever the fuck he was just earlier on? Just a few seconds ago. And now they're inside the mall. The mall looks empty. Like the whole world is mainly empty, and that's not a good sign. Another thing I would like to add is I don't really care about things like this. Why would I care about running around, you know, with my bling and all that? Like, what's next? A gold chain, necklace, or whatever it is? Gonna be hanging. Like, I understand that, like, this is considered as cosmetics, but does that really matter that much? And like, instead of showing us your Gucci, Versace, and LV, and whatever other accessories you've got for us in this game, how about you show us something with more, something that is more meaningful? Like, what is the campaign mode? Is this campaign mode? What are we doing? Like, he's just running around randomly, driving around randomly. Like, you have no idea where he is, why he's there, what's his purpose in life. And they just show you a Gucci bag. It's a wannabe, it's not even a real one. They'll get sued if they put a real one. Okay, hunting rifle, craft, weapon, dismantle. Like, what does dismantle really do? Like, do you get like crafting parts from it if you dismantle a weapon? And repair, optics, muzzle, stock, and like, is there nothing to increase the, you know, the shooting rate, the fire rate, and is there nothing for maybe extended magazine, recoil? I don't know. I mean, optics, muzzle, is that like for what? The muzzle, are they gonna make it into a silencer? I'm not sure, guys, but the options here don't really make too much sense. Like, if you look at the options menu when it comes to adding modifications to your weapon in other games like The Last of Us and Resident Evil and all that, there are some basic things that they all share in common, which does not exist here. And to me, that is, again, kind of concerning. The fact that they just show you him reloading it, it's not even shooting with it or anything, just like he reloads it and then like they just move on to vehicles again. Again, I am dying to know who was that guy who was with him. Who is it? Is that an actual player, another player? Or is it an NPC? They do not make it very clear. I do not understand why. Again, guys, the zombie types, it's exactly the same zombies since, we started till now. They're just mindless zombies that run at you, run towards you or whatever. And that's it. Like, they all look the same. We got 7 minutes left. If I do not see any other type of zombie, guys, I am suspicious and I am skeptical as well, to be honest. If we don't see more, let's see.
Well, Miss Lindy's hair is fire red, her eyes are water blue. And when Miss Lindy smiles at me, oh, what it makes me do. Well, she's mine, yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl, she's so fine.
Why is it always this guy that gets down and, uses, oh my god, the binoculars to, like, look into the distance and see who the hell is, what the hell is waiting for them down there? Why doesn't the other guy do it? It makes me feel like it is an NPC and not another real player. Because if it was, then why doesn't he get down and do it? Why don't they both get down and do it at the same time? When they show us the other one getting down, why is the other one like pulling over to the side and waiting for this guy to do everything? I'm not quite sure. I do not understand what's going on so far. And we are approaching towards like the last 5 minutes, so I don't know what else they want to show us in the next 5 minutes. But so far, it has been boring. I'm sorry, but that's how I felt. Like I almost fell asleep while I've been like, till I paused again. Like every time I unpause, I'm like, holy crap, will I be awake? Oh God, will I be awake by the time, I unpause it again? I want to laugh because like how boring this shit is. Like this is a fucking walking / looting simulator. Like with barely any zombie shooting and a tiny bit of human shooting. And that's it. It was like, alright, I'm gonna have hope for the last 5 minutes. Let's see what they do. I am curious. Is there an actual code for this, or are you just like, or like, are you supposed to guess it, or like, are you supposed to look for clues to know what the passcode is, or what's going on? Or was it designed to fail? Is that actual police or are those like bandits with a stolen police vehicle? I don't know why. I'm curious, but I am. Well, we are pretty much at the very end of the 20 seconds. Alright guys, there are 12 seconds left, so I don't think there's anything else they want. I don't think there's anything else they want to show us in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, okay. This is pretty much the end of the video. So as I feared, my concerns were right. What I feared was that there's going to be a lack of variety when it comes to infected enemies or even enemies in general. There's lack of coherence here, like you have no idea who you are, what you're doing, why you're doing what you're doing, what happened to the world, why are billionaires making money, where are the billionaires behind them, is this campaign mode, is this online mode, is this a different kind of mode, do you have difficulty levels in this game, where did they get their guns from? Instead of showing us how to loot Gucci bags, how about you show us where to get the real goodies? That, you know, that M16, those pistols, revolvers, shotguns. Where do you get them? Don't show us, you know, you using them. Show us where did you get them? Were they in those stores in the big mall? Then why didn't you show us you looting those guns instead of looting like cell phones? What are the cell phones for? Are they just valuable items that you're gonna sell for a high price so you can, you know, repair your gear, whatever it is? And again, what is going on? Like, it's just so random. Like, they go from one thing to the other throughout the whole 20-minute video. About 15 minutes of 20 minutes, they were driving around, walking around, and looting stuff. And then like a total of 5 minutes of them shooting either. I wouldn't be surprised if it was less than 5 minutes, to be honest. I'm probably being generous. I'm not sure. But I'm guessing it's around 5 minutes, you know, worth of shooting time and action time. That's it. Well, that's all we got. And like it was just you driving from one place to the other and looting gas stations, convenience stores, motels. There were motels, but whatever, you know, large malls for seemingly pretty much it was like junk. Like, okay, he got some bullets here and there and stuff like that. I'm not sure if he got a pistol in the beginning of the game when he looted one of the cars. I think that's like how you get them. They're just randomly scattered around. Like, wouldn't it be nicer if you showed us like him looting a police station and that's where you get your weapons, you know what I mean? Instead of just like, oh look, it's a huge shopping mall. Like, and it looks so nice and clean and organized as well. Like, did an apocalypse really happen in this mall here? Shouldn't there be like corpses around, broken, you know, glass all over the floor? Just, you know, things that would seem realistic. Now I understand why the title of this video is this new zombie game looks amazing. I mean, he has everything else in capital. The only thing that should be in capital is looks. That's it. All right. And then realistic alter graphics. Like, I feel like when you wrote that as a title for your video, that is the selling point of the game. You know what I mean? He didn't write, oh, check out this new, scary, horrifying zombie game that will make you, you know, have nightmares at night, you know, when you're sleeping and all that shit. And maybe you sleep during the day or whatever it is, whenever you sleep. But anyways, back to the point is that that is not the title. The title is check out these new amazing realistic graphics. The game is kind of realistic because they have shopping malls and you drive a car and you know you get these nice weapons, but like the game has no depth. It hasn't shown us any depth. I don't know how the crafting works. I don't know how the enemies are. I just seen one type of fucking infected enemy and one type of human enemy. We haven't like seen any factions. Are there factions here? Do you have guilds? Can you play online? You know, like it's just so vague. Like there are so many unanswered questions that I begin to understand and comprehend exactly why people are doubting that this game will ever launch. However, the game does have potential to become an amazing game, but potential is not enough. I mean, if the devs never actually release the game, they're just going to be screwing themselves. But what I think is going to happen, I think they're going to release the game. It's just not going to be as nowhere near as good as what everyone is hoping that it's going to be like. It's not going to be, you know, it's not going to replace any of your old favorite zombie games. I doubt it. Not from what I've seen here. If I'm just going to run around, I mean, this reminds me of like State of Decay a little bit, even though I've never really played that game. I've only watched gameplay footage on YouTube for it. And maybe I'll cover it once. I'll do a reaction video for that actually. Because I play mainly on the PS5 and like, you know, that game is just for Microsoft, so they're not going to release it on the PS5. So once I get a new laptop, I will probably, you know, get it and maybe do some, you know, I'll try to beat the game or something. But I don't know how the game works, so I have no idea. Once I do a reaction video about it, about part 3, then I'll get a better idea, and then I'll discuss it at that point. But now back to this game. I am hoping they can add a lot more enemies. Oh, there's so much to do. Like there's so much to do. Like we barely saw anything. So I don't want to like, you know, be one of the doubters. I don't want to be a skeptical, even though I am. I want to, you know, I don't want to be like, oh, the devs are guilty until they prove themselves innocent, which is what everybody's pretty much saying. I'm going to say they're innocent for now until we prove they're guilty once, you know, the end of the year approaches and we realize they pushed the game, let's say, another year back or 6 months or something really, you know, just like they just pushed that really far back and, or they completely canceled it. Because there are like rumors they were taking down things, content for the game over like dumb legal issues that should not have, you know, transpired to begin with. But again, I did not dive too deep into this shit, so I'm just gonna be like everyone else. We're all going to have to be patient and hope that they release a lot more footage from now until the game releases by the end of the year. They release a lot more things that make sense instead of just some random guy walking around randomly driving around. Like you have no idea what's going on. You really don't. You know, like I want them to show us like a proper demo. Like, hey, this is the first 20% of the game. Here's a demo, like, you know, Resident Evil did. Like, you know, here's the village area or whatever it is. You go in there and you kill a few things, and that's it. That's the demo. Like, you understand, you know what you're doing, how the story is developing, how it starts at least, and you can make, you know, assumptions about how it's going to develop eventually. But here it's like, no, you have no idea what's going on. You're just some random guy. You have no idea. You're just mindlessly walking and driving and looting, and you have this one guy with you who you have no idea is your friend or is he your foe? Is he tricking you? Is he an actual player? Like, like can I play with like one of my best friends and we can play together and like he gets on his character and I get on mine? I don't know. Nobody knows. And until the end of the year, nobody is going to know. So once we reach the end of the year, or until at least they release new information and hopefully new footage that shows how much depth the game has when it comes to crafting, modding your weapons, types of enemies, the story, anything and everything. Just please, guys, don't screw yourselves over. You can make a lot of money from this game if you are able to do this right.